I'm Barbara Davis. I'm the executive minister here at First Presbyterian Church. I'm here today to let you know about a Bible study that we are having that's continuing on, actually. We started in 2022 a study of each book of the Bible in 3 years. And so as we get into 2023, we are continuing with our study of each book of the Bible over these next 2 years now. If you're free on Wednesdays at 12:30, either by Zoom or in person, we meet the first 3 Wednesdays of every month and would love to have you join us. You can find more information about that on our website or in First Matters, our newsletter. I know that having an hour in the middle of the week is difficult for everyone, though, and so I wanted to just start sharing some short videos. So if you don't have a whole hour every week, you can still learn a little bit about the Bible as we're going along. And so I'm here today to share with you 1 Samuel in 3 minutes. 1 Samuel will be the book that we're studying this coming week. That's tomorrow, January 4th. So a few words about 1 Samuel. One of the things we talk about first is usually the author and sort of when the book was written. 1 Samuel falls within the history books of what we in the Christian tradition call the Old Testament. And so along with Joshua and Judges, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, Ezra and Nehemiah, we sort of consider these the historical books in our Old Testament. So 1 Samuel was most likely has a number of different authors. No certainty about who the author of this book is. But there are many different theories about when it was written. Very likely it was written or at least edited during the time of the Babylonian exile. You may know that the Babylonians came into Jerusalem and destroyed the temple and brought a lot of the religious leadership from Jerusalem back to Babylon, and that was in 586 BCE. And some scholars feel that 1 Samuel was likely written during that time. Others feel that it was probably heavily edited during that time and may date just a little bit previously from what's known as Josiah's Reform, which happened in around the 620s BCE. Josiah was a king of Judah, the southern kingdom, and underwent a pretty extensive worship reform in Jerusalem. And so it's possible that 1 Samuel actually went through a number of editing processes with a number of different authors over a pretty wide span of years as well. 1 Samuel itself can be broken down into 3 major parts, really revolving around 3 major characters. The beginning of the book focuses primarily on Samuel, who was a prophet and a judge. Those are chapters 1 through 7 in 1 Samuel. Chapters 8 through 15 really focus on the first king of Israel, who was Saul. And Saul fell out of favor with God a little later on, and Saul and Samuel had a pretty complicated and interesting relationship as well. But after Saul, David was anointed as the king, and a large part of this book highlights sort of the struggle between Saul and David, as well as with the Philistines, who were kind of the threat outside of the country, as well as this inner turmoil going on. So 1 Samuel has a lot to do with relationships around leadership and has a lot to do with the establishment of the monarchy in ancient Israel. And so it's a really fascinating book. That's 1 Samuel in 3 minutes, and I hope you'll tune back in and watch for other books in 3 minutes or join us on Wednesdays for Bible study if you're able.